Happy Wednesday, everybody. This is like my third try doing this. It kind of sucks when you don't know how to edit stuff. Anyways, every Canadian is gripping their hearts today towards the family and Tumbler Ridge families in Tumbler Ridge, British Columbia. We had a mass shooting yesterday concerning somebody who shot their mother, their sister, their brother, then went to school, shot 7 other people along with themselves. Tumbler Ridge has a population of about 10,000 people. So everybody knows everybody. Everybody is so interconnected. Even the paramedics, the police officers, everybody would have known these families that I lived in a small town, and my heart goes out to everybody there. I can't imagine the grief, especially like of the extended families of the shooter, to learn like that your relative had done something like this. This is the danger. This is really what I want to talk about. In Canada, it is still, you can love who you love and be who you want to be. And we encourage children to change their whatevers in school. And this is what happens when you do so. So, Juno News came out and verified that the shooter in this case is a transgender male. And probably on hormonal therapy, again, small town, so probably not a lot there for mental illness. It's just a really difficult time, and everybody is so sad that I can't imagine. And then our media comes out with gun person. What the hell is a gun person? I would assume if someone had used those words together, I would think it would be somebody who owns a gun or somebody who enjoys going to the firing range or whatever. That would be a gun person, right? Somebody has guns and puts them in a lockbox, somebody like that. Not a shooter. Not a teenage person that goes and shoots up children at a school. Let alone, there's so many victims in this, because the children who had to barricade themselves in their classrooms while they could hear gunfire going on, hiding under their desks, the teachers who felt that they had to protect those children, let alone the families who lost somebody. There's 25 other victims, by the way, that were wounded. Like, this is such, and really, things like this just don't happen in Canada. I know we've had like shootings in a university once, I think in Quebec a long time ago. Maybe I'm wrong about this. So, allegedly, let's say. But, yeah, it just breaks my heart, and sending so much prayers and love to the family. If you've got a voice, use it. Whatever they're doing with children these days. And the Epstein list just came out, so you know what's going on. And like I said in a couple of my other videos, I believe this is a spiritual war. This isn't a political thing. So to capture the mind of these babies, it's so evil. This is so evil. And it's not human. This kind of stuff is not human nature. We don't do this on our own. If we were left alone to be, I don't need a law to tell me not to go and kill somebody. I don't need a law to tell me not to cheat on my husband. Your own moral code should keep you in check and stop you from doing the things that people are doing. And, I think my first or second video, I talked about that little boy at school who's having a hard time and actually kicked the teachers, and the teachers were able to jump in and assault him, call the parents and hey, I just assaulted your kid because he, you know. And I'm not saying, I don't even know what I would do in that position. I would never be a teacher. It would be so hard. And like the teacher said that she had at least 20 students that behaved exactly the same way. So when I was in school, I was right on the cusp of you weren't allowed to hit your students at school anymore. But I had this teacher, and I was tiny, tiny little girl, much smaller than anybody in my class, and he loved to pick on me, make me shake, like pee my pants in fear kind of type human. He would smash a meter stick off my desk and scream at me, like over top of me, and I would just cry, like fear. Anyways, I don't know how I got on that subject, but yeah, the media needs to come out and call this what it is. Stop trying to shelter the shooter who's dead anyways. Whose feelings are you really worried about hurting? The transgender community? Seriously? Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. We need to do something for these kids. These kids are going to be 25 in 10 years from now. Wake up. Because I'm telling you what the world will look like then when we have a very bunch of angry 25-year-olds on our hand who have lacked a really good education, I might add, because of COVID. It's scary to think about. Anyways, I'm sorry this was a little bit of a dark thing. And prayers to all the people of Tumbler Ridge, BC. You have my heart. I wish we could stop the next one from happening. That's what I wish. I wish that we could live in a place that we could send our kids to school and feel safe. Really, if you have children in the school system, please take them out, because that's where the brainwashing begins. And, we've been living in this fake bullshit that they've been feeding us all along. I never felt good about having to go to work for 40 hours a week to earn a paycheck. I never thought that was the way we were supposed to live. I've always been a rule breaker because I hate freaking... But that doesn't mean I'm a law breaker. You know what I mean? Well, if you've watched my other videos, you know that too. Anyways, I love you. Keep everybody in your prayers in BC and enjoy your Wednesday.